Can I start the recording again?
Yep, recording.
So, select 53. No faults. We look at the air gaps.
And we'll look at the air gaps, okay? And the specs on those are?
So it's plus, minus, there must be, well...
2 to 2.5 or something like that?
Yeah, and the difference mustn't be more than 0.02 between the two, which we're good. And the other thing we're gonna look at during this procedure is the grinding mode. You can see system calibrated is here, and we have the starting distance here.
Okay.
So now we're going to mess it up.
Output tests.
And we're going
to go.
So we make sure this is off.
All right. So first we're going to cycle this once or twice.
Okay.
Always a good idea if we're going to work on brakes is to cycle the brake once or twice. Okay. So on, off, on, off, and we make sure it's off. Okay. And we're going to say open caliper.
Do start, and we're going to listen.
Instant error parking brake. And it stopped, okay.
So now we work on the brakes. Okay, change the pads, whatever.
Change the pads and set the air gap.
Yeah.
And close calipers, reassemble everything, close calipers.
Wait until it finishes and stop.
Okay.
And we confirm that we messed it up. No basic setting.
Fault code, no basic setting.
We can look at the advanced measuring values. You can see system is not calibrated now.
System is not calibrated, and we have a grinding in distance of 222.2 meters.
Now we're gonna cycle the brake a couple times. Okay,
It's not cycling.
That doesn't work.
How about this? Should we cycle the ignition first?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Alright, so let's cycle the ignition.
Okay.
Wait 10 seconds.
Wait 10 seconds.
Start again.
It's working now. So cycle the ignition at that point was important.
Right.
Okay, it's working now, but we still have a fault code.
And if we look at our air gaps, now we do have air gaps. And we still have this.
Okay.
And we might have, one more fault.
No calibration and no basic settings. Okay.
Alright. So now I think we can go directly into output tests.
Okay. Output tests. And we go to
Break-in.
what's it called?
Break-in.
Break-in, refer to wiki. Okay.
We're gonna have the driver be ready with foot on the brake.
Foot on the brake.
And in D.
And in D, the manual calls for D. I like 1. There's a reason I like 1, and 1 works. So.
And we need to synchronize pressing start and the driver to maximize the amount of
distance that we get out of each grind-in.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay,
And
now
we're
we want to try and keep it at 10 kilometers an hour or just a little bit more while it's dragging the brakes, and when it releases the brakes, you can stop. Okay, and when it releases, after you've come to a complete stop, you put it in park and you release the brake. And now you're supposed to wait, what, 10 seconds or a little bit longer to give the brakes a chance to cool? And Eric, did you do anything with the output tests after you hit start?
Yeah, when it says not running, I stop it.
When it says not running, you stop it. Okay. All right.
And we're good to go again.
All right,
So
you're ready to
driver,
go again, so I'm going for gear, foot on the brake.
3, 2, 1, and go. And you can see the distance.
And you can feel it engage the pads and start dragging the pads, and you want to try 10, 12 kilometers, whoop, and there it released, and I'm going to come to a stop, go to park, foot off the brake, and we wait 10, 15 seconds, right? So you hit stop after it says not running on the screen.
Yep.
Okay. And the distance is down to
164.
164. So we need to make that go to 0, which means we need to do this a few times. Sant, how's that card doing? Any idea?
It's at 7 minutes right now, so I'm gonna have to stop. Actually,
I think we might be able to finish it.
okay.
Ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, and go.
I'm going to go around and line up to do the other way before I stop. And you absolutely do have to put it in park and take the foot off the brake for a while. I don't know why that's necessary, but the VAZ was very insistent about that.
Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, and go. Down to 107 meters.
100 and what?
7.
Oh, down to 107, okay. So before you tell to start, make sure we're clear in both directions here. I think so. Yeah,
Ready?
ready?
Go. Ready?
Ready?
And go. Ready? Go.
Do you feel it release, Sant?
Yeah. How much more distance do we need?
21.
Alright, because I'm at 10 minutes, 30 seconds.
We'll
So,
be fine.
yeah.
Ready? Go. Stop. Okay, so now we have grinding insufficient.
Okay.
Make sure you're in P to let the brake rest.
I am in P.
Recording.
You're recording. Okay, so we've done nothing other than empty the camera card. We've literally touched nothing in the car. It's been idling in park. So we're about to do the basic settings now, just to prove that you don't need to do anything else. We're not sure about that right now.
So we're going to do air gap calibration.
Air gap calibration. Go. Running. That's a good sign.
It's going to take a good 20-30 seconds.
20 or 30 seconds, huh? Watching my watch.
Okay. Finish correctly.
Finished correctly.
Stop. Go back. Fault codes. Clear codes. Yes. That's good. Now we turn off the ignition.
Okay, ignition off.
Wait 10 seconds.
Wait 10 seconds.
Disconnect again.
Good sign.
No
No
beeping.
no fussing. No muss, no fuss. No fault codes found. Cool.
I'm gonna go to the GVL. It's all black.
All black. Okay.
I'm gonna stop Cam Studio.
Gonna do what?
Stop Cam Studio.
Stop Cam Studio. Okay. All right. You can keep that recording for a minute, Sant.
Okay.
So I'm going to, just for giggles and laughs, cycle Mr. Parking Brake a couple of times just to make sure it doesn't cause us any troubles. Seems to be happy. I'm going to drive the car just a little bit because there had been times when it was in this I want to be calibrated mood that it would freak out when you started driving the car, but it's all good. Okay, I think that's it, Sant.
Okay.